right, I am headed to go pick up our lavender Orphington laying hens. So let's go. Just got back home from picking up the laying hens, and they were feisty. One jumped out of the cage and the girl had to chase it around, so that was fun. Hopefully I won't have that issue putting them into the pen, so we'll see how this goes. Hey? Bunch of psychos? They're noisy. We'll see how this goes. This is the temporary setup we have right now for our laying hens till we get our other one done. So I'm just gonna add them to the house. I'm not really sure, or to the coop. I'm not really sure who's inside right now or if any are inside. So we'll see here. I know, well, there has to be some inside because there's only a couple out. Hello, how are you guys? There's only two of you. Get acquainted first. Hi. All right. Last one! It's okay. You got some new friends in there. I am so excited to finally have some lavender Orphington laying hens. I've wanted these for a while, mainly because their color, they look amazing, but also because they have high egg production and are hardy. I'm just gonna keep them locked in here just for a little bit. There is 2 of the brown ones in there already, so hopefully they'll kind of get familiar with those 10 new ones. And then I'll let these guys in a bit later, because I don't want there to be a full-out brawl. So I just left the chickens inside for a little bit, just with 2 of them, just to see. And now I'm gonna see about letting them out and see how it goes, see how they get along, or open the door and see if the other ones go in. We'll see how this works. A slow process. Surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be much brawling going on with them, so I'm just gonna leave them for a bit, see what they do. The couple went in, they didn't seem to mind that they're in there, so hopefully won't be too bad. We started out with such a wet year, as you've seen in previous videos. We had flooding like everywhere around, and now the last little bit it's been so dry, where our hay fields are just not growing, and we've had to buy one too many hay bales, even though we have tons of hay field, because the hay is just not growing this year. And we used up all our hay from last year, and whatever, we sold a whole bunch because we just didn't have the storage for it. So yeah, we've been buying rounds off of someone local, and we just want it to end because we have so much hayfield and lots of hay for the cows to pasture on, but we just do not have the rain to help the hay grow. So we cannot wait for it to rain. It looks kind of clouded over today, so hopefully we'll get some rain. But for now, brown bales it is. There you go. Good girl. Annabelle? How are you? Can do hay all winter, no problem. But as soon as summer hits, my allergies just go wild. Hi, handsome. Cody called me at work today to tell me that he found Miley. And you're probably wondering, oh, I didn't know Miley was missing. And the answer is yes. So she was missing. Last weekend, we decided to free range our ducks. It was not a good choice on our part. We have done this before and it didn't end well, but for some reason we thought it would be different this time, and it wasn't. So we just decided to put them in this pasture behind us, and thought that because it's enclosed, they would stay in there and they'd be somewhat semi-protected. That wasn't the case. So we went to bed that night, came out in the morning, and we couldn't find any of the ducks anywhere. We looked around. We ended up finding Mo over here by the greenhouse, but he was the only one we could find. Miley was nowhere to be seen, and neither was Marcus. So we looked. We finally found Marcus back in the back field. Unfortunately, he wasn't as lucky as Mo and didn't ended up surviving. Something had got him in the middle of the night. We do have a lot of predators here in the north, so we're not entirely sure what got him. We think it was a weasel, but we have tons of predators. We have weasels, we have fishers, we have coyotes, we have just so many predators up here. We looked everywhere throughout our property, but we still couldn't find Miley anywhere. We just figured she took off. Maybe it killed her too somewhere else, but we couldn't find her anywhere, unfortunately. So we just left it at that. We left it alone and figured that if she was around, she'd come back. Cody was working at getting the greenhouse ready for us to till, and he needed some water just because of them compacting it so much. He needed some water just to break it up to get the tiller going. So he ended up going to this little water, I think it's like a spring runoff, by our greenhouse, and he ended up finding her in there. She was hiding like in the water, just hiding down, and when he went to stick the bucket in, he ended up seeing her. For now, we have her in with our little laying hens and our meat birds, and she seems to be doing well in there. She's kind of like the top dog, if you want to put it that way. And she seems to be more content because she knows that she's protected and safe in there. And we have put Mo, because we found him a week ago, we put him in with our laying hens. That's why in the beginning of this video you saw just him in with the laying hens. So he kind of runs the show in there, and yeah, it seems to be working fine for now. Down the road we're gonna have to have them have their own area, but for right now this is kind of like our workaround till we get our big chicken coop up and running. Our laying hens, full-grown laying hens, don't really seem to like our duck. When she was in the greenhouse with them, they tended to pick on her, so she's just in a better place when she's in with the little guys. But we are happy that she is safe and back at our farm, and we definitely will not be free ranging ever again because we know 100% that it does not work here. All the laying hens and Mo seem to be getting along just fine, so that's good. Anyways, that's it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.